Here's the lineup once again for the Wing 600 feature. On the pole position, Tim Neal, and we got to thank him for all the help he's been ever since the accident in the front stretch. He's the 19 car. He's a former winner of this. On the outside, Howard McCormick in car 26. Then Drew Dorsett in 11. The 19 right beside him. That'll be Trent Stevens. Cap Henry in 04, Chase Ridnour in the 11. Let's give him a wave this time by. Apologize, gave you the starting lineup for the non-Wing 600 race, but the winged one's coming first. Stand up, give him a wave this time by. Non-Wing 600s, or Wing 600s ready to go for their feature event. John Ivey in car number 94, Eric Rudolph in 22. Then Matt Janisch, 43. The 57 car of Tyler Fitzpatrick, AJ Lasecki in 14, Larry Joe Schroff, 21. Ben Quinones in 20, Amanda Quinones 007, Mark Zumbrum 35, and Bill Dunham 84. We're off and racing. And Tim Neal jumps to the early lead. Stevens in the 19 goes high, gets freight train. Eric Rudolph from 8th to 4th by the time they get to turn number 2 on the second lap. Problem for Drew Dorsett, he drops off. Dorsett an early out. Neal the lead, McCormick second, Ridnour third. Then it's Eric Rudolph. Trent Stevens in the 19 runs 5th place. Then John Ivey in 94. Howard McCormick down on the inside, 26 trying to make a move. Eric Rudolph comes to the inside. Around the outside comes Trent Stevens. Yellow, we stack them up in turn number 2. Tyler Fitzpatrick out of Napanee. Going around, Larry Joe Schroff in car number 21 gets a piece of him, caution out. It's Ypsilanti, Michigan's Tim Neal with the race lead. Howard McCormick from Monrovia, Indiana runs in second, then third. Perry, Michigan's Chase Ridnour, and running fourth. Ransomville, New York's Eric Rudolph. Sitting 5th on the restart, the Ravenna, Ohio driver Trent Stevens. And as they sit right now, John Ivey, he will restart 6th, it looks like, out of Bellevue, Ohio. His teammate Cap Henry, also from Bellevue, right behind him. That would be the top 7 as they sit on the racetrack. Then 8th, the 43 of Matt Janisch from Nazareth, Pennsylvania. I think they used to have a racetrack there. Not sure. They have to ask the guy that was here last year. The number 20 of Ben Quinones will have his sister Ginny in that car tomorrow, so this is Ben's one chance to shine this year, as they're sharing that car for the second year in a row. 2 cars out early. It's Tim Neal, the leader. Howard McCormick second. Ridnour runs third. Green flag back out. Rudolph in the 22, feeling racy, tries to get to the inside of Chase Ridnour. Here's Ridnour looking to the outside on McCormick. Ridnour trying to make it down the hard way. McCormick looks to the inside on Neal. Ridnour around the outside. Stevens tries to come with him. Chase Ridnour around the outside of Howard McCormick in a second. Here comes Trent Stevens racing around the outside of Rudolph. Trent Stevens making a big run around the top. Rudolph now boxed in on the bottom. Stevens around the top. McCormick bobbles. Rudolph takes advantage. Trent Stevens comes to the inside as well. Little extra room on the bottom, making all the difference in this one. Leaders get together. Ridnour spins. Cap Henry spins. Stevens involved. Janisch gets a piece of it. Caution out. Couple of different incidents. Ridnour, who was running in second, and Ridnour looked to be the first around. Then behind him, Cap Henry spun. Eric Rudolph, the race leader. Ridnour goes back to second. Rudolph third, Ivey fourth, Stevens fifth, McCormick back in 6th place. Down to the inside, Chase. On the outside, Chase Ridnour at 11, down low the 22 of Rudolph. Neal, the leader. Ridnour trying to come around the top. Neal slides up high. Eric Rudolph to the inside. Rudolph looking for the lead. He's got it. New leader is Eric Rudolph. Ridenauer slips back to fourth as Ivy on the move. Eric Rudolph, John Ivy first and second. Tim Neal back to third. Chase Ridenauer in fourth. Trent Stevens fifth. Howard McCormick sixth. Ben Quinones from deep in the pack now seventh. Stevens trying to make a move on the inside of Ridenauer. Eric Rudolph trying to score a win for the second year in a row. Traffic ahead for Rudolph, the 35 of Zumbrun, the 84 of Dunham. Tim Neal, early race leader, sliding back into third, getting a challenge from Trent Stevens. Stevens to the inside, he'll pick up third. Ridenauer, another early contender, sliding back to fifth place. Then McCormick in 26th. Mark Zumbrun ahead for the leaders. They funnel by on the inside. It's all Eric Rudolph putting a lap on the 007 of Quinones. John Ivy in 94 works by as well. Eric Rudolph up into lap traffic, going around Lasecki in the 14. Ivy catching the traffic as well. Now Rudolph working on Larry Joe Schroep, and around goes Larry Joe. Race leader Eric Rudolph trying to work lap traffic. Came up upon the 21 of Larry Joe Schroep, and Schroep goes a spinning. And Schroep in the 21 stayed in the groove in front of the leader. Contact was made, and then Schroep with the post-incident showing of displeasure, and Larry Bowes sending him pit side back into green. Eric Rudolph, John Ivy first and second. Ben Quinones gets around McCormick. He runs sixth. New York versus Ohio. Rudolph, Ivy first and second. Stevens sits third, then Neal in fourth. One lap to go. Eric Rudolph down the backstretch around turn number 3 and 4. Checker flag out for Eric Rudolph. John Ivy second. Stevens finishes third. Tim Neal fourth. Chase Ridenauer in fifth. Howard McCormick sixth. A tough break for Ben Quinones, spinning on the final lap. Trent Stevens, a strong third place run for the number 19 car. Trent Stevens out of Ravenna, Ohio, the Lou Ciccone Jr. Ciccone Auto Body. Hyper Ciccone chassis Kawasaki comes home tonight in third place. Coming home in second out of Bellevue, Ohio, the Henry Motorsports Incorporated. Sonny's Machine Shop Kaiser Wheels, Myers Chassis Yamaha of John Ivy. And making his way into victory lane, Brian Lisky quickly hustling down to get the interview. He won here in 2012, second year in a row. He's going to take a Rumble Trophy home. He'll look for the big sweep out of Ransomville, New York. The Eric Rudolph-owned Lafler chassis. Kawasaki of Eric Rudolph. Up out of the car. Let's hear it for our winner, Eric Rudolph.